Hello! We're back. Oh, been a while. Welcome back to Elden Ring, folks. Thank you if you stuck around from the Minecraft stream. I am feeling a little better. Just had a little bit of motion sickness, which is sometimes a problem when I'm doing stuff in Minecraft and I'm going like left to right, over and over again. So, instead we're going to go from A to Z instead. We're back in Elden Ring for the Black Knife playthrough to continue. I have done a lot of leveling between streams because this, being our first dagger playthrough, really felt like something I would need to level up. So here we have Ezio Auditore, wielder of the Black Knife. Only 2 talisman slots so far because we've only fought Radahn. No, we've only fought Godric. We need to go and fight Radahn. But I'm now level 120 or no 112. There we go. So not super high up yet, but I'll show you what I've done. Dexterity and Faith are both up to 48. I think around 50-50 is going to make a lot of sense. And we don't have the seal yet, but we are going to go and get the finger seal so that we can eventually use the Black Blade incantation. And we'll probably use some stuff like Golden Vow as well. I've still got the buckler, so we can do some parrying and critting if we want to. But I think the majority of our offensive capability is in the Blade of Death, Ash of War, because that now does a lot of damage. So I think we're probably going to try and stick to that for a little bit and see how we get on. Obviously, I think we're pretty safe to fight Radahn now, but we'll see. We need to beat the next Shardbearer so we can get into Lanedale, fight Morgott, and continue from there. First of all, though, let's go and grab the finger seal so that we can do some leveling up. Well, not some leveling up, but some spellcasting, at least. So we'll grab that. I might as well buy the rune arcs from here as well, because we have Godric's Great Rune available to us. We just don't have it active. And now we do. So I think eventually we'll move this on to either Radahn or Morgott's runes, just for the sake of it, you know. But for now, at least, we are back on our dagger game, and I think we'll go to Redmane via the traditional ground route, because I just activated a rune arc. And the alternative, I suppose, is we go fight Rennala, but I think Radahn is helpful because I think the Black Blade Ash of War is going to be useful, and I think having that boosted by Shard of Alexander makes a lot of sense when it's doing potentially like 1,000 damage in a hit. So I think we will save some of the more parry and crit gameplay for daggers which don't have an Ash of War like this one. We will see how we do. I might also go and get the Sacred Scorpion Charm because the Ash of War does holy damage, which does not bode well for the end of this game. But for now, it's probably not too bad to use on some of the bosses that we have coming up. What's up, Shadow? New Minecraft player. Helping your videos, I was able to beat the game over the last week. Congrats. Congrats on beating the game for presumably the first time. And I'm glad I could be of assistance. We also stream Minecraft here on the channel. We did a little Minecraft stream earlier, but I got a little bit motion sick during it, so I'm now back to stream some Elden Ring, which is the other thing I tend to do. Oh god. Kind of surprised that the Deathbird isn't here, actually, but I think it's... Oh, no, it is there. I just missed it. What's up, Big Kev? Good morning to you. Hope you're well. Knight's Cavalry is out also. But we're going to ignore these for the most part because we shouldn't need to mess around with the bosses too much. We'll go and get the Golden Seed from down here. We have plus 10 flasks, so we've done everything we need to do on Altus as far as getting upgrade material for the flasks. I think I might put one more into Cerulean. I did put a bit of money into Mind as well, because obviously having extra FP is going to be really helpful for using Blade of Death over and over again. But we'll see how we do against Radahn. We'll get some more talisman pouches, and we'll go from there. Having been to Altus now, the Radahn Festival should be happening here, so all we need to do is reach this teleporter and we'll be good from there. I'll get this grace just in case we need it. I need to do a little bit of character design between this stream and the next one to see if we can get a decent approximation of Ben Stiller as Zoolander. Because the next couple of playthroughs are going to be very Zoolander. Alright, Blythe and Alexander are here. We're going to ignore everyone. Will I do the whole playthrough not turning left? I considered it, but I think that's probably too difficult to remember to do. Gonna skip the Radahn cutscene, because we all know what's happening. Heartening cry! This knife is also now upgraded to plus 10. Because... Oh, no. Oh, it's not. It's only plus 5. Well. It now has the potential to be upgraded to plus 10. But we need to go and get a Smithing Stone 7. That's right. I remember now. Again, it's been a while since I last played. I think it's been since last Thursday. So, a lot has happened since then. Anyway. Time to go. I think we made it. Yeah, there we go. So we have Faith and Dex boosts on the flask right now. Let's do one of these. Nice, that's looking pretty good. Get a quick heal in. Because I'm getting absolutely nothing from... Ritual Sword Talisman if I don't do that beforehand. Okay, that doesn't quite have the range that I expected it to. There we go. And yeah, definitely needs more FP than I have the capacity for right now. Interesting. Ow. Need to make sure I get a heal in here and there. Alright, he's off. Oh yeah, the other thing I read about this was that the R2 combo is pretty good. Like, the R2 combo actually hits a couple of times per hit. Like that, yeah. Okay, now we get on the horse because the boulders are about to come after us. Ah, never mind. Yeah, fighting Radahn with a dagger is a difficult thing. And this is a pretty hefty fight to come into after building a bit of rust. Never used a knife yet in Elden Ring. I think it'd be too hard. Yeah, I'm discovering its flaws. I also don't have a whole lot of, like, support abilities and stuff yet. Like, we could have Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength, all that stuff. But I think we'll just make do with summoning a squad, and then that'll take the heat off us slightly. Currently playing Avowed right now. Nice. I've heard a lot of people really enjoying that lately. One of these days I'll get better at dodging that. But not today! There's our ritual sword back, at least. That's the stuff. Ouch. Another Blade of Death. I thought that was me getting killed then for a second. That was Tragoth. And I think Lionel as well. Nice. This is my department. The crits. Very good. Yeah, it's really just about getting the heat off of you for a second. Summon Lionel once for the road. He doesn't have feet. Who doesn't have feet? Radahn. His feet are just gone. Alright. So, I don't think we all need to go to Nokren. It is a silly place. But we do need to talk to Alexander.
Aye, one hit after that, and as such, as luck, if I and you know, who could expect? Just you.
Alright, that's that. I'll tag this grace as if I ever intend to come back here. But I don't think I do. And let's go back to the round table hold to receive our other talisman pouch. Not the first one to defeat Radahn. Ah, Melania has never known defeat. That's probably why.
Only fine. You have earned now to become the fingers.
Barely acknowledging the two fingers. Going forth and becoming Elden Lords. And we'll put this one into Mind. So that we can get a little more FP for Blade of Death. We do need to go and get the Secret Erdtree Medallion, which means we'll need to do Albinoric Village. So we might as well go and do that now. And that's over here. Trying not to get lobstered as I go through the swamps of Liurnia. Does Melanie have any of her original limbs? I think one. It's heavily, what would you call it? Like, augmented, though. She has one arm that's basically, like, covered in duct tape. That seems to be Mikola's attempts to, like, keep her held together with golden stitches. At least that's how I interpret it. Carter, welcome in. My day was good. We did a Minecraft stream earlier, got a little bit of motion sickness from that, so I took a bit of a break and now we're back with Elden Ring. But so far my day has been fine. I'm really enjoying the fact that we have slightly warmer and sunnier weather these days. The daylight hours have just increased, which makes my life a lot better. It's got all the gold alloys sewn in, yes. Tea time? It's always tea time. Throw perfume at me, will you? I will smell how I want to smell. Regardless of your considerations.
Please, no. Dear me.
Hello, Albus. Don't touch me.
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be.
Oh, we got a friend.
Wait,
Is that Radahn?
Oh, aye, we're finished. The curse, I beg you. You must keep... And you...
Keep it out of the fishmonger's hands. Right, let's go to Lanedale. Although maybe we should go and get Golden Vow first. We already have Howl of Shabriri, so I'm thinking we're going to use that. Because we actually have the faith to use it at this point. And if we go and get... if we go and get Golden Vow as well, then that'll be a pretty decent set of buffs. Ah, that tree fell on me. Ever play Dark Souls? I played Dark Souls 1. I'm in the middle of Dark Souls 2 right now. I say the middle. I don't know exactly how far through I am. I just got to Lost Bastille, and I beat the 3 Guardian things that kind of remind me of the Crystallians from this game. But I haven't played either game on stream. The typical thing I do with these games is play through myself off stream, and then if I want to play it on stream, I will, but I tend to just get more out of it if I play through for the first time on my own. Less on-stream frustration. How's Ezio hanging in there? He's doing alright. We just beat Radahn. And I'm off to get a few incantations so that we can use those to boost our powers of assassination. These guys trying to make the abductor virgins smell nicer. We just have to deal with the 2 dogs up here. Absolutely not. And then get invaded. But then if we run away, we don't have to do this fight. We are going to go and do this fight somewhere else, though. Fleeing with extra flee. Oh, we've been seen. I've been perceived. Help. Show me the horse. Thank you. Right, now we can leave. Could have just done the Anastasia fight in the time it took us to run away, but whatever. Thoughts on the Minecraft movie? I haven't seen it yet, so no idea. Thoughts on the Minecraft movie trailer? I think it looks like wacky fun. That's all it ever needed to be. I think anybody who expected a Minecraft movie to somehow be a groundbreaking cinematic experience needs to take a good long look in the mirror. Yeah. We'll at least go in and try to get Draconic Tree Sentinel done now, because then we can fully upgrade this weapon. At which point I will be happy. Alright, calm down. Oh, yikes. Alright. Nice. Very nice. Just heal after that one. Probably too far away. Oh no, that one did hit. Okay, good. Just gonna get away from the lightning. Love that you can power armor through that. Give me a quick heal. Dodge the fireball. Another Blade of Death. Oh. Not quite. Assassinated. We're at level 112. That's not really a surprise, but then Radahn did pretty well to beat us, so... Just like the Mario movie, goofy time with little to no plot, chock full of references and general silliness? Yeah, totally. I think it has the potential to be about as good as Shrek 1, which, to be fair, is a decent movie. And a lot of people seem to really like it. Although people tend to like it for meme reasons now. People are like, oh, we enjoy Shrek ironically. But, like, it's still a decent family film. It's a family comedy, right? So we need to make our way down to the sewers to get hold of a Smithing Stone 7 easily. But then after that, I believe we have all the others we need to level this weapon. We need a Somber 7, specifically. D&D movie level of funny. Yeah, I mean, the recent D&D movie was great. Favorite Christmas movie? I don't really go in for, like, Christmas movies. There are definitely some good movies set around Christmas that I've enjoyed. Like, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or... I think Iron Man 3 is set around Christmas because it's the same director. And he just likes to make Christmas movies for some reason. Like Elf? It's okay. It's not my favorite Will Ferrell. I like Will Ferrell when he's the straight man. When he's just being, like, over-the-top goofy, like, I find him a little bit annoying. But that's just the type of comedy. Definitely need to heal after that one. I didn't refresh my flasks at any point, so... Got stepped on. Deserved it. Can't reach him now. I do quite like that R2 combo. I kind of wish it was the R1 combo. Just for the sake of, like, controlling nicely. Get too greedy with those. There we go. Steve-O, thank you for the 45 months. When I type T into my browser, this is where it brings me. I'm like that with a couple of streams, actually. I type in one letter and it's like, oh, did you mean twitch.tv/whoever?
My utmost for bringing me here. And thus,
Comedic Will Ferrell is hit or miss for me. Elf is a bit much, but Blades of Glory is a family favorite. Yeah, I think there's a couple of roles where he does it really well. I think my favorite Will Ferrell is probably Stranger Than Fiction. Where he gets to be, like, a little bit silly, shouty Will Ferrell, but he's mostly just a normal guy, and that makes him, like, disarmingly charming. And Camo, thank you. Yes, I am feeling a little better after the spell of motion sickness earlier. I think it's just whenever I'm doing anything in Minecraft that involves going side to side over and over again, like when I'm clearing out terrain and stuff, it just seems to trigger it. And that's not the biggest problem. I think it might even be fixed if I change my FOV or something, but... Never really experimented with that. And it happens infrequently enough that it doesn't normally bother me that much. Where comedic actors play straight roles, it has even more gravity. Yeah, totally. Like, there's several instances of that being the case. I mean, just look at Severance. Like, Adam Scott in that compared to, like, his character from Parks and Rec or any of the other stuff he's done a more comedic role in. He's, like, fantastic as a sarcastic but otherwise fairly dramatic role. Oh, hello. Don't really want to die here because we have a rune arc active, but we did get an extra one for coming down here, so if I do end up dying to the lobster, it's not the biggest deal. Not getting lobster today, please. Thank you. Any high-level tips for a first-time Stardew player? Fish. If you don't like the fishing game, install a mod that lets you fish. Fishing is very powerful as a mechanic for earning money in the early game. And it also gives you the opportunity to potentially fish up some treasure, which will carry you through the mines. There's a couple of swords or weapons that you can get from fishing, which are, like, super valuable. Even if it's just the broken trident, it's really good stuff. Hold out for quality sprinklers? Yes. And then aim for, as soon as you find the ancient seed, which you should get from killing some of the bugs in the mine, grow that as early as you can in the year, or once you have the greenhouse repaired, just grow it in the greenhouse and make wine out of it, and that's just money, 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 money. Do I have all the smithing stones now? I've got 7, 8, 9, yeah, great. Don't go Jojo. Yeah, that's the other thing. But Jojo is, like, pretty obviously the bad choice. So we'll be surprised if anybody did that as a mistake at the beginning. Okay, Black Knife is now plus 10. Finger Seal we don't really need to upgrade, although having said that, if we're using Blade of Death later, incant scaling is going to be important, so we probably should at some stage. However, for now, I think I will just get one more level and go fight Morgott. It's installing now, trying to break from Minecraft. Stardew is a phenomenal game, and I wish I had more time to play it, like I wish with most games. But yeah, like it's very much worth the investment of your time, so I hope you enjoy it. Liara, thank you so much for 78 months. Absolutely wild that we're having such, like, such high resub numbers these days. Like, Elkhorn resubbed earlier and it was like 84 months. I'm like, how? Wow, that guy just did not react once I started hitting him. He saw his life flashing before his eyes. Another rune arc, we'll take it. Too good of an assassin, yes, absolutely. Speaking of which, we get to bully our two favourite people in Lanedale. The crits are just unreal. Pretty rare to get 1800 damage from a crit with other weapons. Should really get my talisman game going, though, before we go and fight Morgott. Let's at least go and fight Anastasia for the Sacred Scorpion Charm. I know holy damage isn't really going to do much against Morgott, but it's what we've got, so we'll have to deal with it. Play any bedrock? Sometimes, but rarely. Last couple of times I've logged into bedrock have been for mucking about with friends. Got motion sick from Elden Ring? Nope. Got motion sick from Minecraft. Did I figure out when I'm planning to do the Skyblock series? No, unfortunately. I still have a very limited amount of time for recording, and I'm prioritizing Survival Guide. Just got a lot of other stuff going on right now. Alright, Anastasia Part 1, technically. GG. We got that at least. And that's going to lower damage negation, but raise holy attack, so Blade of Death specifically will go up from that, but if we're mostly melee attacking something, then chances are we will not have the best of times. What else can we put? We know Shard of Alexander. I think I might have taken some notes on this. I can't remember if I did or not. We also have the Assassin Daggers if we're going to be critting stuff, but Dagger Talisman, Holy Crack tier as well, yeah. Did we get that yet? Must not have, because that's up this side of Liurnia. Let's pop down from Frenzied Flame Outskirts. Dagger Talisman is in Volcano Manor, but I sort of think that we don't need to worry about it unless I'm critting frequently, which I'm not. So maybe we go a different route with this? Maybe we go Winged Sword Insignia and just try and focus on doing those R2 attacks. Let's try a couple of these again. Oh, that's huge now. Although, I guess these bosses don't have a ton of health. Massive. Will be even more now we have Holy Shrouding Tears, so that works. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's not like the hardest tree avatar in the world, but like that seemed pretty comprehensive. Wondrous Physic. Let's swap out the Faith Knot Crystal Tier for Holy Shrouding, because that's really what we want it to do, is just give the faith-based attacks more damage. And I think the Holy Shrouding tier is going to do way more for us than 5 extra points in faith, which we're already getting from Godric's Great Rune, and our faith is already at 48, so with Godric's it's 53. Really isn't going to see much from anything above 60 anyway. How far have I gotten in Stardew Valley? I've beaten the game and gotten up to, like, probably 60 or 70% perfection, but I always find the 100% perfection run is slightly outside of my reach time-wise, just for how much I can play the game. But yeah, I'll beat the 2-year base game, complete the community center, that kind of stuff. I try and do year 1 community center most times I play. Alright, and let's heal up because we have Ritual Sword Talisman on, so this should be decent. Yeah, pretty good. There goes all my attack boost, though. We've all got fancy jump attacks we can do, Godfrey. There we go. Get stabbed. Talisman 4. Still on your first playthrough, hilariously, but how deep in are you, Liara? Are you on, like, year 12 or something, or do you just play infrequently? That's the other option. Still have a heavily modded Stardew save. It's been so long I forgot what I was doing in it. Yeah, I don't mod Stardew all that often, and I, honestly don't think I would get much out of it beyond, like, occasional aesthetic mods, but I really like the aesthetic of that game, so just play infrequently. You're on Summer 2. Oh, okay, fair play, fair play. No judgment here, of course. Black Knife Assassin. This is my true test. Hoist on your own petard? Yeah, I think so. Wonder what the year cap is in Stardew. Who knows? It'd be pretty boring finding out. Yeah, let's get up to 100 FP. Because I think Blade of Death is, yeah, 25 FP, so we can use it 4 times per blue bar now. Obviously, like, base blue bar, right now we have 126, so we can use it 5 times. Let's say hello to Morgott. Yeah, the day of Black Knives. We've had the night now for the day.
Graceless.
Someone's getting 999 of every stackable item. Gosh, that's going to take a while. Fair play, though. You got to find your niche. Mine is completing Elden Ring with every weapon in alphabetical order. Theirs is getting 999 of every stackable item. Could probably do that with Terraria as well.
The twin prodigies, Mikola and Malenia. General Radahn.
General confusion.
Praetor Rykard. Luna Princess Rani. Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece.
Time for cool knife number 2.
Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Pillagers emboldened by the chicken jockey. They've just made Jason Momoa fight.
Have it writ upon thy meager grave.
I like how the handle even gets cooler.
Fell
A sinister version of the Council of Elrond. It's basically what this is, yeah.
Kings.
Let's boogie! Oh, I love that that tracks. It's so good that it doesn't just fire it off in whatever the heck direction you were facing at the time. Also, hello, the R2 in this is doing absolute work now? How is it so powerful all of a sudden? Like, that damage is genuinely huge. Like, huge DPS. Oh, I've run out of FP.
Stained by my curse, such shame they cannot bear.
That was ridiculous. Good fight.
Shall not be forgiven.
I guess it is like a plus 10 weapon before Morgott, but man, that was a bit ridiculous. But yeah, somehow the R2, that double slash, like, eats health. Surprised, that's all. This is the fastest Morgott fight. Ooh, went pretty quickly, yeah. And he's gone now.
Hello again.
Hi. Oh, he's behind the throne, of course, yeah.
You were unprevented. The thorn, a husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I'd like you to the flame then and guide you.
Alright, that's Roll Medallion.
Let my hand
Now we're off
share
to
them
fight Commander
with
Niall.
your thoughts. Your
Share with me your thoughts, Ezio. Yeah, we're going to fight Commander Niall because we need to go to the Erdtree. Oh, we don't need to go to the Erdtree. We need to go to the Snowfield to get the assassin armor. Theodore, thank you so much for the 5 months. Afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, I think Howl of Shabriri is the best damage buff, like best aura buff that you can get, or is it body buff? I forget. But it's not compatible with Flame Grant Me Strength, so I think it's body, and then Golden Vow is aura. But that might be one of the reasons this knife is absolutely shredding now. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't use the horse here. So annoying. Assassin armor is actually annoying for me to wear in-game. Lack of footsteps genuinely triggers me a little. Oh. I will probably only end up using it for this character, but since we've got the Black Knife, I feel like we have to go full Black Knife Assassin cosplay, aside from being a male character. Get off the elevator. Bye-bye. No misbegotten on the elevator today. Should be fine watching you since my concentration isn't fully on the character. Yeah, like it's very different experience controlling the character versus just seeing somebody else play. And it also depends what level of, like, volume you have set for stuff. Stabhead. Also Stabhead, and then Slashhead. Considering that the running R2 is a piercing attack like that, I wonder if Spear Talisman might be a good shout as well. Just gonna sneak past this guy. I think he saw me. Get stuck on the statue, fool. Briefly saw a horse, then he decided not to bother. Well, he's going to the Forbidden Lands to die anyway, says that guy. Who knew Spear Talisman would be so versatile? I mean, a lot of stuff just has a piercing attack in its moveset, and those often turn out to be very useful. Like, Fire Giant, for example, takes, I think, increased damage from piercing. Or, like, has the least resistance to piercing, which is effectively the same thing. So at some point we'll be back here, I think in like 3 or 4 weapons time. We come back here for Blade of Calling, which is basically this weapon but with a different Ash of War. It's like it looks different, and the Ash of War is specifically sacred as opposed to this sort of damage over time destined death attack element, but they're both going to do holy damage. So literal, sometimes I never would have thought to use it with anything other than a spear. I mean, sure, yeah. Same goes for Dagger Talisman, which gets you increased crit, and that makes sense when you are critting a lot with daggers, but in order to do that, you've either got to have another weapon or you've got to parry, and I'm doing neither right now. So I'm actually thinking the Dagger Talisman might not be worth it until we play with a dagger where I need a different play style. Whereas this one, you can spam the Ash of War and it's fine. I feel like Dagger Talisman Misericord is probably going to be where we're at. We will need to come back here later, so I'm going to get the Grace instead of just riding the lifts. And we need 24,000, so we'll use Radahn's Remembrance now. 40. And we'll put one more into Mind. I think if we're going to be buffing, then we'll need a little bit more Mind, and we can also use blue flasks. Speaking of Howl of Shabriri, I don't think we want the Ronin's armor this time. I'm fine sticking with the bandit garb until we get to the snowfield, but our first stop is going to be Castle Sol. And since we don't need any more upgrade materials, we can just run there. Go up the cliff here to get around that one Zamor soldier. Occasionally get attacked by birds. I'm kind of curious how the Commander Niall fight is going to go, considering that he's got the 2 Chads protecting him, but Blade of Death should do for both of them, I think. Especially with all the buffs we do beforehand now. If R2 spam turns out to be worth it, then I'm wondering if we can also go with Winged Sword Insignia and Millicent's Prosthesis. Which shouldn't be too far out of our way to get. We have to do Commander O'Neill. And that's... and Godskin Apostle, I guess. But that's sort of the only real issue there. It's just the time investment and 2 relatively straightforward boss fights. We'll go to Castle Sol this way. That guy had glowing eyes, I couldn't not. I wonder if this bridge was always so treacherous or it collapsed over time. I think it probably collapsed over time because everything in the mountaintops, unless it's these bridges, seems to be in a state of disrepair because who's going to repair it up here? Not these guys, anyway. Attack on Titan Season 3 or whatever the heck they are. Quite happy I didn't get struck by lightning there, actually. Do I have a favorite area in the game? Difficult to say, really. I think in terms of aesthetics, much as the place itself is annoying, I think Caelid is very cool conceptually. But I think Shifra River probably takes it. I don't go there often enough on these playthroughs because unless I'm looking for specific spells or items, there's no particular reason to go there. You could go there for Rani's quest. But for the most part, I tend to avoid Shifra River because there's mostly optional stuff down there. This doesn't bode well for fighting the Chads in the Commander Niall fight, but at least that goes through shields. Ooh, mushroom, thanks. Fell in love with Stormvale Castle the first time. Also feel like the Lake of Rot should be something more. The Lake of Rot is just a terrible place, and sometimes that's what you need in these games. Sometimes the places just exist to be absolutely horrendous. Okie doke. Should really just put those on the pouch for a quick kill here. Just so we don't get some awful garbage summoned on us for a second here. We'll send this elevator down just in case the fight goes badly. And let's go. Commander. Save our first Blade of Death for this guy, who should hopefully be mostly dead now. There we go. And then this guy. Oh boy, that R2 does a lot of damage, though. Oh, he's doing the big attack right away. Okay. Well, this is our chance to do big damage. And then immediately get away because, yeah, he has a lot of attacks that can just kill me now. Okay, that's huge, though. Blade of Death, massive. Definitely need to drink. I think my buffs wore off, but... Nice, good fight. Very nice. Yeah, this thing's going the distance, man. This is pretty good now. I think, honestly, those buffs are really helping us deal quick DPS at the beginning, which is huge. Kind of makes me think we should get Old Lord's Talisman just for a bit of an increase in how long they last. But no, that crushes. That's pretty big. I do wonder how we're going to do against Radagon, but as long as we deal physical damage, we should at least be okay with the R2 spam and counter. Okay, we can go to the Halig Tree now. So let's do that. Can't see unless a boss has heavier resistance that you'll ever struggle with this one. Yeah, that's the problem, though, is that Radagon and Elden Beast both have really high holy resists. But I don't think this thing is doing primarily holy damage most of the time. So, yeah, maybe we'll be okay. Maybe. Can take these off now. Pelt Cable, welcome in. Dang it, I did the wrong one. I always do that. Can I hoist the medallion again from this side? Nope, got to do it from here. Okay. Take the return trip. Secret medallion. How's it going here? It's going well. We are on the 29th run of the Elden Ring A-Z. This is a challenge where I'm trying to beat Elden Ring with every weapon in alphabetical order. And we are on our way to get the armor for the Black Knife Assassin, because this is the Black Knife playthrough. Our character is Ezio Auditore, although from which game you decide. And right now he's from Elden Ring. I don't think the Black Knife outfit actually allows you to see your character's face, so what he looks like will be very immaterial after this. Although I will be immaterial if I don't successfully dodge some of these attacks. Shout out to Octopi. Get a quick grace here to avoid that, and then out we go. Snowfields ahoy. Time to just ride to Ordina. The way we do this is by getting out here, planting a beacon there, and just full sending it. The Albinoric archers are already on my case. I hate it here. And there's Dragonkin Soldier as well. Fortunately, I think we're through the worst of it. We'll grab this grace just in case we need it. Nice to have a checkpoint. I always hate navigating this area, though, because until you get to this point, you just can't see anything about the landscape. And the map doesn't even help that much. But we'll get it anyway, just in case we need it. Luckily, to get hold of the armor, all we need to do is run up to Ordina, ignore the Albinoric archers as best we can. I'll probably get the grace here to reset their aggro. Feeling real liturgical, let me tell you. It's my least favorite area because of fog, yeah. Yeah, it's a very pretty place, but you don't get to see half of it, unfortunately. we've got to hop up the back here, run down here, and boosh. The entire armor set is right there. So, we are now Black Knife Assassin. Oh, and you can see his face. Very nice. And he makes no sound whatsoever, which is, yeah, a little confusing, but yeah, the fact that the roll doesn't have an armor sound is crazy. Right, now we've got that. Thank you, Beacon. I don't think we need to do anything else on Snowfield. There are a couple of things we could get, but they will not help us that much, so let's go back to Castle Sol main gate and go fight Fire Giant. Yeah, thank goodness we don't have to farm items there again, at least not for a while. So I'm now fairly confident that the Black Knife will pretty much shred anything that we plan to do here. Although I do think we need to sort out talismans, and it may even benefit us to do that before Fire Giant, so I'm going to go up to Church of Repose, get our last Sacred Tears, and then we might go and do Cleanrot Knight and Millicent's quest line to get the prosthesis. Because then just standing there and spamming R2 is going to get us ridiculous levels of damage, probably. That's the hope, at least. If you get the armor altered, you can have sound again, I think. No, I don't mind it for the moment, at least. We'll see if it becomes horrendously distracting in between now and end game. But that, like, audio feedback is surprisingly helpful. So it is a little strange when it is missing. Don't need to worry about crossing this lake, so I'm not going to worry about the Grace either. Little icon for it up there in the top left, the sort of the foot with the circular pattern around it is quite funny, though. Let's just go over this way so Borealis spawns there, and then steer back this way. The problem with the boss bar being there is it removes the compass, so I can no longer tell which direction I'm headed if I haven't made a straight line towards it. We did pretty well, though. Okay, we got that. Once again, not going to worry about grabbing the Grace there because we won't need to come back here. Assassinated that bush. Lord Contender's Everjail. Lord Contender of Windermere. Absolutely not. You're not getting hold of me today. He's off to go clubbing. What I read on the wiki said that Blade of Death and Maliketh's Blackblade incantation will stack. Or Blade of Death and the Destined Death ability from the Maliketh's Blackblade weapon will stack, but not all three. Which is actually quite nice because this is a Faith Dex weapon, and I'm pretty sure Maliketh's sword is a Strength Faith weapon. It's a Colossal, so you kind of need Strength for most of them, I think. Time to fight Okina. Let's see how we do. See if we can hit him with Blade of Death before he finishes spawning in and gets to dodge. Dang it. Ow. Corpse Piler is a problem even if it doesn't hit properly because it does a lot of blood loss build up, so this always feels a little precarious, but I think we acquitted ourselves well this time. Okay, Talisman quest time. 2 glass cannons dueling in the snow. I think, honestly, we're pretty tanky now. Like, this armor set is not... I mean, it's a lot more physically resistant. It's slightly less magically resistant, but that shouldn't be a massive issue. Yeah, the bandit stuff is just, like, hardened leather, basically. So, we'll go back to Liurnia, we'll do Cleanrot Knight, which is going to be dead easy. And then we'll do Millicent's Prosthesis, and we'll use those to replace Gold Scarab and in this empty slot. And I think we'll be all set. I think this is going to be a really solid spam R2 to win build. Yeah, we have 40 Vigor as well, it's pretty healthy HP. Plus the 5 extra from Godric's Great Rune. And Godric's has been serving us reasonably well so far. Radahn's might be better. Morgott's will obviously give us a ton more HP, but I like having extra FP and stamina for this build because evidently we need both. Oh god, yeah, the quiet rolling is strange. Although they haven't heard me, so... sort of okay with that part. Didn't even get poisoned. Pretty good. Although there's this next part that has poison in it too, so maybe I shouldn't be quite so sure of that right away. Alright, let's absolutely trash this goon. Trounced. Definitely one of the easier fights because, of course it is. So, from here, Church of the Plague. Very assassin-like. I think this weapon actually has a weirdly high AR, despite the fact that the physical and holy attacks together are not that much. Like, it's got 605, which is decent, but I think we're just adding so much with Howl. So I'll put Winged Sword in this slot for now, so we still get a few extra runes from fighting Niall and Godskin Apostle. Oh yeah. It's weird landing on slopes like that. You don't, like, stop your falling momentum. Now, can I get off the side of this here? No, of course not. Just got to go under this guy. Never would have guessed it scaled on strength. I mean, only a little bit. It's primarily a Dex Faith weapon, but it has E strength scaling, or maybe D by now, because... Oh no, it's still E. But yeah, it's B Faith, or B Dex and C Faith. So we could eke a little bit more damage out of it with strength if we wanted to, but I don't think the physical resistance is super necessary, so there's not many other reasons to scale Faith scale strength versus any of the other stuff we could do.
I'd hoped a strap don't fresh. Should you I will teach. I need your name resting. When the herb but Millis for this, seek the needle.
We can actually go and fight Niall before we ever talk to Gary, but I figure we may as well do it in this order. Who's ready for another boss we're going to absolutely trounce? Because this is just the worse version of Commander Niall. And by worse, I mean easier. Nice. And that definitely procs Winged Sword Insignia, so pretty good. If we add Commander Standard into this build as well, because that's specifically like a weapon buff, I think it might make us too heavy. Although, are we able to use that, like... No, I guess you need the strength requirement to be met before you can use it. The Ash of War is the... thing that you need the attributes to be up for. Do knives get a buff in March? God, I wish.
Go on. Well, the work of a... Can you give us well, mate?
Alright, we're going to quit out and rejoin. Can really see how the Knight of the Black Knife's caught so many demigods off guard. I mean, when they do this much damage, yes. How many of the Black Knives had Winged Sword Insignia, though? How many of them were formerly Cleanrot Knights? Talk. There we go. Thanks, man. I don't really have a grace near here, but I can come back down from Church of the Plague pretty easily.
Well, my flesh is a cup. You to quell, but never mind. I would rather. Would you mind?
And skip.
Well.
And Millicent's healed.
My apology. Everything, even the night. Not that I could.
Thanks for that.
My destiny. It's all thank. My name is Millicent.
Then we need to go and make sure that she leaves Gowry's shack. Whoop. Should be easy enough to get down here. Imagine being Millicent and the Tarnish just sits there until you stand up, yeah. Imagine being Millicent and your flesh writhing with scarlet rot. Yikes. Imagine being Millicent and turning into a flower later on. There she is.
Oh, something. So I decided I've only perhaps. Well, I must.
Really? What's aggroed on me? The guard dog isn't. It's probably the giant on top of the cliff, but I'm like, how and why? Jump down the cliff sketchily to get to the shack instead of running over from the Grace? Yeah. Alright, so now she's up here. We just got to do the quick ride to Shaded Castle.
The Scarlet as such, though rather than realize I could have. Now after I should like. I think she's in the lands.
She is in the lands. I've been there. It's a terrible place. Not going back. Arguably better to be turned into a flower than jar jam. Yeah. I would say probably better, yes. Sometimes taking out these minor enemies on the way is just slightly satisfying after having just dodged and weaved them the last couple of times and occasionally they cause you trouble. So I love the look of this castle. Like, the Shaded Castle doesn't have much going on, but it's just the tall tower, the arched bridge, and that secondary tower. I think that's such a good silhouette for this kind of ruined world. It is pretty. This feels like it'd make a fun Minecraft build. If you just wanted something simple to do. I keep instinctively reaching for the horse because there's an area I just want to get through quickly. Of course I can't use Torrent inside the castle walls. Surprising amount of enemies just don't seem to notice I'm there, even without the Black Knife assassin armor. Someone's probably made the whole map in Minecraft. People have definitely built Elden Ring in Minecraft. Like, I've seen several YouTube videos about it now. I don't know if they've completed everything, but they've certainly done, like, the landscape of it and the lands between, like, in general. Hello. Like windscreen wipers. Slash, slash. Slash, slash. Okay, yeah, we can't get out of here because there's that annoying plant or whatever it is down there that sees me. So we'll hop over the wall here. Get on horse. Can I hide in this bush? Get rid of the aggro this way. Go over here, maybe? I think I've tried this a couple of times and it never seems to work. There we go. Took a while, but we did it. So back to Erdtree Gazing Hill, and then Dominula, and then we'll have our full talisman set. For an assassin, this sneaking sure isn't working. Really isn't.
Now she's passed. Are you giving me? I think it might be.
Cool. Off to see the ladies of Dominula. And the one dude, top of the hill. Isekai plot, yes. Harem anime. Honestly, they can keep it with this strange population. We're going to be here for so long farming weapons in an upcoming category. As always, we're going to farm... No, we're not going to farm. We're going to summon Millicent here because it feels more fun doing that for this boss fight, and then the fact that she's here afterwards makes more sense. Alright, lad, bring it. Huge. Get him, Millicent. Nice. Clean fight. Dance Muse, welcome in. Hello again. Ezio Auditore is level 120 and is now going to kill this lady. Sorry, Millicent.
No, you forced. I did not imagine it ending like this. But I will not forget what you have done.
And now, Fire Giant time. I do have... Yeah, I can probably just crush this for 2,000 runes. Always fun to pop in when big battles happening. Even bigger battles coming up. Let me put one more into FP. We'll probably level Endurance after this. She'll forget next playthrough. It would be wild if she was like the characters in Undertale that like remember when you've done stuff in your previous save file or whatever. She doesn't even like change much from... She doesn't change from like New Game to New Game Plus or anything, and that would be interesting. But then this game was never going to be the kind of game that gave your actions consequences on separate playthroughs, because otherwise it would have done something fun with Frenzied Flame. Okay, Wondrous Physics all good, spells are fine. We're saving 1 additional memory slot for the Black Blade incantation when we get it. We haven't been to see Alexander at Mount Gelmir. That's the only other thing. We could swap Ritual Sword Talisman for... Shard of Alexander. But I think we're doing okay regardless. Okay, not bad. Alright, here we go. Nice. Okay, mistimed the roll there. Nice. Clean phase 1. Phase 2 time. Blade of Death real quick. Okay, that's not going to hit from that distance. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Oh, I should have run backwards instead of forwards. I was trying to get behind him. That's my bad. It is Pancake Tuesday, yes, it is. A fact that I shall have to remember after I'm done with this stream, because that does sound like a great idea. Let's go again. Because no Blade of Death can basically one-shot his ankle splint, though. Oh, cool, we're getting good pans. We get to do a tiny amount of damage to him that way. Nice. That's pretty good so far. I was still also one-handing instead of two-handing. Yeah, that's not going to hit. Okay. This time, friends. Oh, what was that doing there? No comment. No comment. The mad taint of his newfound strength seems to have found us. There's somebody there on a Rune level 1 playthrough. You can tell because they're using Starfists and they're naked. Okay. Forgot and used the flask a little bit too early, so hopefully we can just get a quick start on him this time. Oh yeah, that's not bad actually. There we go. Good damage. Very nice. Okay, this time we'll do it slightly differently here. We'll get up close for Blade of Death here. Nice. Oh no, his balls. His great balls of fire. Get a quick blue flask in. Where are you, bud? What you doing here? Okay, that was a rough one and wrong flask, but get me on the horse. Didn't quite make it for us that time. He's basically dead, so a couple of quick slashes to the thigh. Cut a couple of vital arteries. And that's how it should have gone the first time around. Get sassed. Off to the Giant's Forge, and I'm going to take a quick bathroom break while the cutscene plays. If you just get up too high, he hurts you. I think, honestly, the Ash of War on this has such style, like the kind of flip you do and the landing and everything, that I always want to end a fight with it. It feels like it's got such dramatic flair. But I'll settle for just having slashed a couple of times. I think I saw a video on the Elden Ring Reddit recently of somebody fighting Promised Consort Radahn and trying to go for like style points for the finishing blow and ended up absolutely bottling it as a result, which was a familiar looking story to me. Yeah, we'll put one more into mind, and we got a bit more in endurance. Let's talk to Melina, and I'll be right back.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Are you prepared to commit? Very well, let my hand rest upon you. O Erdtree, you shall burn. Burn for the sake of the new Lord. Thank you for guiding me here. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
Hey, did we do it? Did we do the thing? We did the thing! Stylish armor. Like, it looks so good. All the little glowy bits. The pearlescence. The scales. And the sort of weird optic camouflage thing it's got going on. I like it a lot. Alright. Farum Azula. Let's beeline for the end game. It's like bird feathers a bit. It is like bird feathers a bit. Oh yeah, we don't need these, do we? Not unless we want to rely on Destined Death incantations, and I think, honestly, even without Destined Death as an effect, we'll be doing pretty well here. Get wrecked. Chump. It is very satisfying having, like, acrobatic leaping attacks against these guys again. This is the Magpie Corvid set. It is. I think we've got the blue bar to a comfortable point where I can use the skill a few times, and I'm very happy with that part. This is another smithing 8, just in case. It's nice and easy to get all the bell bearings if we want to upgrade the finger seal, though. Frame drops. Oh lord, they drop him. And lo, he was gone. The lack of sounds is still Yeah, slightly disconcerting, but... I hate that. I hate that so much. Why? Delilah. Well, no rune arc for us until we get to Godskin Duo. Like, it's that simple. How did I overcomplicate that? Well, we've done it again, but we didn't have a rune arc, so it's fine. Welcome to playing Skyblock, everyone! 9.5, is that the rating you're giving me for the dive? Next time I'll do a 360. do a flip. If only that was a gesture you could do mid-air somehow. Maybe in Night Rain. That's where it was going to happen. And I kind of did a flip. I did a forward roll. It's the same thing. 10. Okay, that's unfair. Putting my runes there is unfair. Don't need them anyway. That's 2 birds worth of runes. This level makes my shins hurt. Mine too. Oh, this is ripe for a stabbing. Yeah. 182 is huge. Or 1872 even. So I think maybe we'll go for the solo fight here. We'll solo fight without rune arc just to be on the safe side. We'll consider summoning Banal if it seems like I'm getting overwhelmed. But I think I have a ranged attack option here that will be pretty beneficial, so... The other question is, can I get both their health bars down with Blade of Death? The answer is I don't get to find out. Yeah, Godskin Duo is annoying. I think we'll be okay. I think I just don't have good elemental resistance with this armor. I need to play the fight slightly differently, and I've also got a couple of debuffs here as far as my defense goes, so... Howl of Shabriri means I take more damage. Sacred Scorpion Charm means I take more damage. But Noble is basically dead now. If I can get past this... Sucks to be you. We'll get one of these in. Okay, thank goodness he gave me some space. Well, that didn't matter. I should have kept hitting him, though. Get him. Didn't even need to heal. Don't know why I did that. Should have saved it for this. Love that you can get him while he's rolling. Yeah. Okay, well. Just got to keep him at bay now, haven't we? GG. The disrespect. Black Knife, your favorite weapon? I've honestly grown to love it in the last couple of hours. It's doing pretty well for us now. The old Deathfire versus the new Deathfire. Yeah, something like that. Oh, we're like right at the threshold of maxing out here. Right, I guess it's Morgott's then. Gotta remember not to use Maliketh's Remembrance if we're planning on using Blade of Death. Let's put one more into Endurance, and I think the rest can go into Vigor after this, really. But that's been solid so far. I think if we really wanted to go the distance for the R2 spam build, we could do the Erdtree Avatar fight in the snowfields to get the Thorny Crack tier. But I'm sort of okay not doing that. Hello? Can I heal, please? Thank you. Okay. Could have been worse. Crushed it this time. No landing noise. Laurel and Hardy fight, yeah. Yeah, the Ornstein and Smo of this particular game. Should be fine without the dragon shields. Going to ignore the Crucible Knight, who's also going to ignore us. The Bird Killer. Yeah, fighting these birds with a knife. Definitely not my favorite thing to do. But at least you can get them from a distance. Oh, I fell off that time. L plus ratio plus I fell off. Okay, I deserved that one. Didn't deserve that, though. Birds! One more time. Without the rune arc, I think. All birds shall perish. Except for that one, because I don't have time. And that one, because it never really comes down from the archway up there and attacks me. Nice. What up, dragon? It's destined death time. All right. We'll take it. Doing a little bit more damage each time thanks to the Insignia Prosthesis combo. How do they always combo that so well? Yeah, dragons, no problem. Birds, the worst. Everybody knows that the bird is the worst. It's because birds aren't real, this is true. All birds are in the employment of the government. Time for a Draconic Tree Sentinel round 2. Do I have enough here to level? Maybe, but we'll go and fight the Tree Sentinel instead. I don't quite have enough for Golden Vow. Okay, bit of a run. Let's try and make it quick. Before all of these juicy buffs wear off. Well, at least we didn't do it with a rune arc. Yeah, something about that felt like a mistake because of how few flasks I had left in general, but I thought we maybe could get through it a little faster. Let's rune arc now. I was going in there a little hasty. Nice. Yeah! Get wrecked. The stagger was well timed. Convenient that there's a Somber 7 right there, but I don't think we'll need it. Alright, a quick trip back to the Grace before Maliketh. And it's Destined Death versus Destined Death time. I don't think there is a Dex Faith seal, unless maybe maybe Dryleaf Seal does that. I haven't really checked. But Dane feels like a Dex Faith build. Black Knife versus Cold Steel Cinquedilla, yes. Florence versus Venice. Something like that, yes. That's him desyncing in the Animus. Stupid joke. Oh, the irony.
I will not have it stolen.
Oh, ouch. Physical resist slightly off here. Also, the hitbox slightly off. Hello. Can I... Apparently not. Yeah, I let that one hit me. The thing about Maliketh is he is the beginning of the bosses who have high holy resist, so this isn't doing nearly as much damage to him as it would to other bosses, but it's still doing better than whatever our last holy weapon was. I think Barbed Staff Spear. Like, this still feels like it's going better than that did. Although saying that, I've got 2 flasks left, so I need to be on my game for Maliketh.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
Still one of the coolest looking bosses in the game. But we don't really get a chance to stagger and crit with this guy, so I guess we're just going in with the slashes. The R2 spam is back. Let's go. Nice. Not a bad start, but we'll see. Got hit by that one. Ouch. Backflip and a couple of slashes. Nice. Okay, looks like we're okay for now. First attack he hits me with, I'm dead. Told you. Yeah, health drain is an issue when I have, what, 41 vigor right now? I think it might be time to go and activate Radahn's Great Rune and use that instead of Godfrey's or Godric's. Because I think the extra stuff into, you know, strength, arcane, intelligence, they're all just going to be like useless wasted points at this stage when we could be getting higher percentage on health, stamina, FP. Hold on to your butts. It's time for this parkour section again. We'll see if we can manage. The fact that we got to Maliketh first try is not bad considering I am less familiar with this weapon class than I am with several others. Although, am I... Yeah, I am headed the right direction still. See, I just fall down this every time now. And this never used to be a problem. I've gone from never having a problem with this section to falling off of it like 3 times in a row. How is that? Have they made that jump harder? Have they genuinely made that jump harder? Or did I just always used to do it on the horse? I swear they've, like, changed the hitbox of that piece of masonry. No fun when there isn't a grace right outside the boss arena. I mean, there's Stakes of Marika outside of most of the ones where there aren't, but... See, let's just resolve to use Torrent from now on. Torrent is basically a parkour cheat code anyway. I love the view of the bridge over there. Okay, up the tower we go. Not going to bother with the Godskin Apostle at the bottom of it now. But yeah, the run back to Maliketh is barely anything. It's not a big deal. Hup. provided this fight doesn't give us too much trouble, we should be able to beat the game. It's just whether Radagon and Elden Beast are going to give us trouble. And if they are, we have Blade of Death, Incantation as a backup. Alright. Back to the bridge. We also haven't done the Shard of Alexander stuff, where Blade of Death could be dealing a little extra damage, but I'm not really planning on spamming it. So we'll find out. How different do you think this game would have been received if you needed to beat all the Shard Bearers to fight Radabeast? I think a lot of people do on their first playthrough anyway. But I can imagine a lot of people just giving up on Malenia. So hopefully now we should have a little bit more juice in the tank for this fight. Golden Vow is so much FP. I thought we were going to get Curse of the Rune Arc immediately. Okay. If we can get a physical attack in here and there, if we can get like a standing R2, it's honestly not bad. But there's a couple of places where his hitbox is a little bit twitchy and it's not nearly as feasible to get him with anything. Also, Blade of Death occasionally leaves me with a little less stamina than I would like. And that leaves me kind of exposed. There we go. That's phase 2. Oh, 2 can play at that game. That was rough. That's even worse. Okay, not as bad as it could have gone right there, but I am worried. Come on, then. Oh, that could have gone worse. And we're on no more flasks, so we've got to play it safe here. Okay, that's looking better. Not too bad, not too bad. Keep it coming. Yes. Backflip into death. But possibly my own. Nah, his. Yeah, there we go. Whew. I think Radahn's Great Rune might just have made the difference there, actually. I might have died a little sooner. Okay, that one we are cashing in for the incantation, but this feels like the appropriate cutscene for the thumbnail for this one. The original Black Knife. Yeah. Looks pretty metal. Maliketh's a fun fight, and just the fact that we were able to get that on physical damage alone makes me slightly more confident about Radagon. Only slightly, but slightly. Oh, well. Now we've had the warm-up. Let's go back to round table holds. Let's get this incantation. "46 faith required, we're at 48. And the question now is, do we level up the finger seal? I think we do. I think I want this thing on deck as a usable skill. And obviously, like... Oh, it needs 2. Ah. Okay, well, we can at least go and get the memory stone from Iridis's Rise. But yeah, I think we have easy access to all of the Smithing Stone bell bearings. We've already got the one from Raya Lucaria. We can go and get the... Oh wait, have we already got the one from Seal Tunnel? I guess we did, right? Because we obviously upgraded some stuff before we could get the Black Knife. So that means all we really need to do is go and do... that one Zamor Ruins bit. If beating all the Shard Bearers will unlock a secret ending where the Elden Ring is fully restored. I mean, that's not quite the... Like, they don't necessarily go for true ending in these games from what I've seen. Like, there being an obvious right answer to everything would feel uncharacteristic of FromSoft from what I've seen of their other stuff. Pidgey, welcome in. Doing well, yeah, not too bad. About to hopefully finish the game with this weapon. Although, like I said, I'm not certain where we sit with the final bosses. But we've got some pretty decent attacks under our belt now. I think maybe after Godfrey we swap out the Holy Scorpion Charm for something else. Because I don't think the extra holy damage is going to be doing much against Radagon and Elden Beast. There really isn't a right answer in every ending. Yeah, exactly. That's sort of the point, is I don't think they would want to have such a an obvious correct ending where, like, everything is fine because the Elden Ring is restored. Like, it doesn't seem like them to me. Okay, so 5s, we need... Yeah, a bunch more of those. I don't think I have enough runes on me. I certainly don't have enough for the upgrades. So probably going to have to go and shoot a couple of birds just to get the budget for this. Yeah, okay. Quick return to Mogwin Palace then. FromSoft's middle name is Ambiguity. There we go. We don't have any more gold foul feet. Ending would be flawed because even though the ring is restored, you basically killed the entire Pantheon to do it. True, but think about that from the God of War perspective of like, yeah, you probably did a good thing. I think it's even more FromSoft to be like, you killed the entire Pantheon, and for what? Still haven't gotten to play Elden Ring, look forward to when I can. Yeah, it's gonna be sticking around for a good while in terms of active player base and people's interest. Elden Ring Night Rain comes out in a couple of months' time as well, so people, I think, are going to be drawn back to original Elden Ring by what they like or dislike about Night Rain. I think if people are not happy with the way Night Rain handles some of the combat or multiplayer stuff, or if they just find the gameplay loop is not as satisfying as all that, then I imagine people will want to go back to play Elden Ring for the experience they remember. But personally, I'm really looking forward to Night Rain just because of a chance to play multiplayer with a few friends who are also into this game. I noticed Grady is playing Sekiro now. Found that pretty cool. Sekiro is another one that I intend to revisit at some stage, but we'll definitely do it off stream because I found that game even more frustrating than Dark Souls 2. You beat Liza P the other day? Nice.
Who are you? Oh, now.
Right, let's get this thing up to plus 24. Because as per the... Even though this weapon is not... Or this seal, rather, is not necessarily a weapon that we could use to beat the game, it's still sort of has some of the same upgrade mechanics and everything. Like, I try my best to only upgrade the weapon that we are using to beat the game to max, and this one is just like one level below max. I was also considering going to Volcano Manor for the dagger talisman and stuff, and I was thinking while I was there I would get the Erdtree seal, which I think scales with faith even higher than the regular finger seal does, but the finger seal is just way more obtainable if we're not going to Volcano Manor, which I didn't bother to go because we're not doing the kind of parry dagger style. So when again the DLC story of the inherent flaw corruption with Marika and therefore Golden Order is doomed is true. It occurs to me that I haven't actually equipped Blade of Death, or Black Blade rather. And I also need to get Winged Sword insignia back on. Yep. Okay. This is going to be a tricky one if we don't first try Gideon, because Blade of Death will probably do okay. But I can't imagine getting many opportunities to go and, like, attack him with the R2.
To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state.
Except right now.
I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us, but we continue to struggle unto eternity.
I mean, that seemed to work out well for him this time, but... Get wrecked. Okay, that worked quite well in the end.
A tarnished cannot become a lord.
Beat Liza P the other day, refused to play with the guarding mechanics, just forced my way through it, yeah.
A man cannot kill a god.
I bounced off of Sekiro for similar reasons, just like the timing parrying mechanics just weren't my cup of tea. Like, I can absolutely see how they make it a better game, but I didn't dig it as much as I expected to. But I think maybe if I see some more people play it from the beginning, like if I watch a couple of, like, early game playthroughs of that, so I don't spoil myself for what happens, then maybe I'll have a better understanding of what I'm supposed to do, but it just didn't quite click for me in the same way. So let's go here to get the other rune arcs from the merchant here, which hopefully we won't need, but it's worth getting them just in case. And then we'll go back to Weeping Peninsula to get the memory stone, because you can't buy memory stones from anybody other than the Twin Maidens. I'm pretty sure. And then we should be able to equip Blackblade. I wonder if there's any bosses I could just one-shot with a Blade of Death now. Probably a couple of these earlier ones. Like Mad Pumpkinhead and stuff. Time for some Turt Murder. Oh yeah, Soldier of Godric, definitely. But he has like 400 health or something, so... Elden Ring. My issue with Sekiro is that there was just one way to play it. Yeah, that's what I like about Elden Ring, the variety of ways to play it. Hence why I am showcasing the variety, I guess. But yeah, the Sekiro issue, yeah, is that there's basically one way they want you to play that game. Oh, where are we going? Lanedale. Memorize. Spell. And we need how much FP to cast this? $26. Okay, so about the same as Blade of Death. Okay. Well, we're going to stack those against Godfrey and Horaloo. So that's going to be a pretty decent chunk off their max health. Okay, weird. Loaded in that archway for no reason. Let's give this a quick... Right, okay, so we've really got a... It's not charged or anything. Great, gotcha. Open with that, follow up with Blade of Death, and then do anything else we're going to do. That's the vibe I get. But I think with the FP we've got, we can manage Howl of Shabriri, Golden Vow, Black Blade, and then Blade of Death. And then maybe have another Blade of Death on top of that before we need to re-up flasks. So let's go. Slow wind up, yeah. Fortunately, we are fighting slow wind up the boss, so we might be able to manage it against Radagon. We'll definitely get one up against Elden Beast.
It's been a long while, Morgott.
Long and hard didst thou fight.
And hard didst thou fight. Tarnished warrior.
Look how big that axe is, dude.
Spurned by the grace of gold.
Like, he's kneeling, but it's still like 3 times his height.
Be assured, the Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
Resteth. Mr. Lou, I don't feel so good. And it's only half the axe head, yeah.
Alas, I am returned.
Do you like how it's got the kind of rivets in the handle? Sort of like a kitchen knife? I imagine that's what you need to do with it. But
Granted audience once more.
Steppy.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
And this is my cat. Okay, let's back off and Black Blade. Heck yeah, dude. Ow. Nice. Okay, I'm going to use this opportunity to get my mana back. Dang it. Yeah, no, I was trying to find a space to heal there. I thought I was going to roll through that last attack he did, and I completely forgot that when you're doing a 180, you can't, like, switch directions by rolling. That kind of threw me off. I kind of lost track of where I was. I was, like, I was trying to think a couple of steps ahead, a couple of chess moves ahead, and, unfortunately, did not quite manage that. So anyway, let's try that again. I think the setup went well though, and I think it'll go even better this time because he gives us a way longer walk up. Gotta remember that I can keep the finger seal out until we're done with that though. Gonna be over here getting my runes. Yeah, that damage is huge. One red, one blue. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Okay, good. Great, awesome. And roll that. Blade of Death. Black Blaze. That is huge. Oh, he dodged that one. Fair play. Okay, gonna get away for that one. Yep, great. Another quick heal. Honestly, another Black Blade might finish him off, but I need to find the right window for it. Is it here? Nope, it's not there. I think it's if he does another jump attack. Not that one, though. Come on, I thought I rolled that. Holy Scorpion Charm could absolutely murder me for missing dodge that. But no worries. Okay, after this... Okay, I guess it's not doing as much now because I lost the buffs I had from the start of the fight. Need to get my stamina back here. Oh, thought I was dodging that. Nope. Dang it. That's me dead. Chose entirely the wrong time to drink that flask. No worries, Camo. Have a good one. We'll be on the next weapon by the time you next see the stream, provided that Radagon and Elden Beast go okay here. First phase went pretty well. Second phase, I just need to not go for style points. In we go. Ouch. I'm gonna go for my runes here. There we go. I find it interesting that sometimes, and I'm not certain if this is just an immunity to the effect or because he has a second phase coming up, but he doesn't get the max health debuff in quite the same way. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure why that would happen the way it does. Kind of botched the opportunity to do something good with that. Okay, not bad. Quick heal here. Okay, wasn't expecting that. I think I'm dead again. Oh, not quite, but got to do a lot of this very, very well now. And that was not great, but no style points. Man, I really mistimed that. Both attempts at this fight. You hear the sound effect doubling there? That was wild. Ah, so close, man. So close. I just didn't let myself roll right after that. Found that Elden Beast didn't get that debuff, but Radagon did? Yeah, uh-huh. I wonder what that is. I wonder what the criteria is. I think it's something to do with it being a status, but... Maybe it's because he can't die as Godfrey, but as Horaloo he can, or something? Who knows? I think there's a version of this where I absolutely nail him with the Blade of Death and Black Blades combo. Oh yeah, there we go. Just realized I did not have enough FP for Black Blade. Alright. Easy. And that one was slightly mistimed, but... There it is. I wasn't certain if the Black Blade, like, animation was going to deal any physical damage. And then I missed with that one. Okay, that's a heal, thank goodness. Okay, now we have Blade of Death on deck for a follow-up here, and then he's going to hit me with this. Yep, and then I think I'm dead again. Oh, so close. Yeah, I think we just need to go in with R2s. There's no real advantage to be had in these long animations, unfortunately. It's fun trying this stuff out, though. Again, this is our first Dagger playthrough, and this one has a unique Ash of War, so it's worth giving it a try. I'm not looking forward to doing this with Blade of Calling, because that's basically the same thing we've got going on here, but marginally less overpowered. Genuinely don't remember if I got my runes this time. Nope, I did not. Makes sense, never mind. Okay, that one I think I got cheated by animation frames. Nice. That was worth it. Drink this. Alright, quick heal. I think I ended up crouching somewhere in there, but that's fine. Now he does jump attacks. Great. Quick Blade of Death, and it misses him entirely, so the skill is not worth using. Yeah, I mistimed that yet again. Quick heal here, because I think I'm doing alright this time. And then, of course, I mess up the timing on that, but we should be okay. As long as he doesn't hit me with another throw. Oh, he absolutely screwed me up with the delay. Man, that was rough. That was the only time I've seen him do that and delay that final stomp. And it absolutely caught me off guard. We got so close that time as well. I think Radagon is going to feel like a cakewalk after this. Alright, check for axe throw before he... Yep, there we go. Yeah, while that doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him as Godfrey. But Blade of Death does. Nice. It's basically a free evade. If he knocks you away like that, I'm not going to complain. One of these days I'll avoid that, right? Either way. Quick heal. Ouch. Got kicked for it. Never mind. Again, dude. Again, it just comes out in a different pattern to what I'm expecting. And that time I didn't, like, disengage lock-on to run away. So I was running around him instead of past him. Well, only a couple more rune arcs before we're doing this bare bones. It's just the range, though. It's just, like, not being able to hit him unless you're right up close. The kick does go so high. The man high kicks. That is a fact of the man. I think I'm going to avoid using Black Blades for this phase of the fight. I think, honestly, it's not doing nearly as much as I would hope it would. Considering Blade of Death does this much. Oh, I got lucky with that one, actually. Dead. Oh, not quite, not quite. Okay, okay. Blade of Death. Can't believe that one hit me this time. Gotta not start the next jump immediately after he does the first one. Just gonna keep running away from this part. Yep, still running. Ah! he found me way too fast. Okay. This time I get to heal. Come on. Give me something easy. No, dude. Come on. Yeah, it's so difficult finding moments you can get in the slashes, but anytime you're locked in a long animation for a while, he's got something ready for you. I shouldn't have been using rune arcs this whole time. I should have just gone in without them so he could have saved them, but... I think, honestly, Radagon gives you more openings for counterattacks, so I'm actually less worried as long as the physical defense... As long as the physical attack, rather, holds. Heal. Gonna heal again. Dang it. Oh, okay. Managed to survive through that one in a way I wasn't expecting. Cool, I guess. Oh, okay, okay, I'll take it. Huge. I just remembered that I can be off the ground using Blade of Death, and that means I avoid the shockwave from that second one. So that works really well, actually. Okay. Okay, yep, no, I'll take that. I'll take that. He was still ticking down. Again, it all happens so fast when it happens right. 46 Vigor. And... still not certain Sacred Scorpion Charm is the move. I mean, Prosthesis Wearer Heirloom might be better, considering reduced damage. But... I don't know if it really gets us... more than that? I don't know. Let's find out. Blackblade throw the moveset routine off? Yeah, I think it might work better against Radagon, though. And at least Radagon will give me a chance to use Blackblade and Blade of Death before he even starts here. We've already used the Wondrous Physic. Okay, end game. Let's see how well we do here. We've always got the option to use a couple of incantations if we really need it as a backup, but that might be what I do with Blade of Calling as well. If it turns out the weapon itself is not up to the task because it does too much holy damage, then we can potentially get some like fire incantations or something and just spam Catch Flame. Especially since it's going to be primarily a faith build. We started Bandit for that one. We might start either Confessor or Prophet for Blade of Calling. We'll see. What's up, Mojo? It's going very well. We are on the last boss, so this is going to be the real test of it, though, because of how high their holy resistance is. So I think it's going to be primarily just physical damage and counters for this. Prophet would be fun. Yeah, we can at least start with some good abilities. And we don't get Blade of Calling until after Morgott, so we've got to beat them somehow. But we're thinking too far ahead. Now we've got to focus on this as we face off against Radagon and get some of this going. That stacks in ridiculous fashion, though, doesn't it? Ouch. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I figured I had little enough health that what he was going to manage to do to me after that was going to kill me. Alright. So we're doing this without Rune Arcs now, but that's fine. I think between Black Blade and Blade of Death, we take off maybe like a 1/8 of his health, perhaps? Oh yeah, no, we should probably have the Finger Seal ready, never mind. I'm glad that he doesn't parry that somehow as well. Shabriri's Woe, or not Shabriri's Woe, Howl of Shabriri is probably responsible for quite how much damage he's doing to me at the beginning here. Okay, where is he? Hello? Ouch. Yep. Anything else? Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Okay, yep. Should have seen that one happening. Got killed by that one. Ideal not to be under the hammer when that happens. But I think we will prevail. Did invite him to hit you? Take your best shot. And I think Black Blade will help us through this one. Still made it for the important bits. You did, Calamity. You did. We have 2 abilities to cast on this man immediately. That one he parried, but he doesn't parry the damage over time, it looks like, so... He parries the projectile, but not the bit that matters. Let's get a quick heal in here. Okay. Your acrobatics are nothing compared to my acrobatics. That's a bad time to heal. Not managing quite as much raw damage without the ridiculous Shibriri buff. But we're still gonna beat Radagon there. With a butt stab at the end there. And then we should be able to get Elden Beast taken care of here too. Hopefully. Want to see Radagon in his prime so badly? I don't know if you do. I mean, you just got to look at the statues. Don't want to fight Radagon in his prime yet. Want to see Radagon when he's married to Renala. Okay, let's see how we do against Elden Beast. And once again, I think this is going to be, broadly speaking, a matter of rolling and slashing. But I think the Black Knife R2, the double slash thing, is solid enough to carry us through this fight as long as we don't mess up the timing. So, let's not mess up the timing. I think it actually buffered my input from trying to use Golden Vow at the end of the Radagon phase. Because I didn't immediately press L2. Or L1, rather. This is probably rings. Yep. Hey, what's up, Tinker? You turned up at the right time for the end of the game, which hopefully we'll be completing. Man, the beast's body did kind of shield me really well there, actually, so cheers for that. Okay, running away from Elden Stars time. Immediate waves of gold time. Okay, ouch. And get on the horse. And heal. Please, for goodness sake, heal. Thank you. Okay, all of the nebulae. All of the nebulae you could possibly want, all in one convenient package. Three rings? Nope. Okay. I'll take a follow-up. Please, please let me do this. Okay, we got one on the end there. This will be 3 rings, I imagine. Oh, it's not. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not complaining. Especially if we get a 3 rings now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, just gonna drink my last flask. Oh no. Okay, oh. Dodging. Dodging because Torrent is the best boy. Okay, this might be it. No, 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 no! Did somebody say this was the run? Alright, we can do that again. This is what happens when we don't have a rune arc. I think we managed, though. Okay. You have to beat Radagon Elder Beast in one shot? Yes. Yes, you do. The main problem with that is that I have chosen a build that involves actually kind of ludicrous hits to my damage negation. And Radagon has stuff like that he does. But this is fine. I genuinely wonder if it's worth saving Blade of Death and Blackblade until later, when the decrease to his max health would potentially kill him, but I don't know if there's really an opening for me to get them off in quick succession towards the end of that. So I think we just go with what we've got. I'll heal, please. Thank you. Okay, just throw all of the things at me while I'm standing right there. Good idea. Ouch. Probably should have rolled there, shouldn't I? Ow. Two heals this time. Doesn't leave me with a whole lot left for Elden Beast if we get that far, but first we have to get that far. He was far enough away from that one that I think it missed him. Oh, completely wasted that. And that one I was just a little bit too far to the right. Yeah, there's no way I was going through Elden Beast with, like, no health and 2 flasks, so... This is honestly the best we've done with a weapon that does holy damage, though. I think we should probably swap this out for anything that's not going to give me massive decreases to my damage negation. And we'll see how we do. I don't think holy damage is really getting us anything, so Holy Scorpion Charm is not going to help much either. And Dexterity should be increasing our physical damage, if anything, so... Gonna heal here. Not used to the timing on that overhead swing. We've proven that we can do this. I'm pretty confident that we can. We got all but the last, like, 500 HP off of Elden Beast. We'll give it a few more attempts before we wrap up for the day. And we went from Rusty to here, so... Well, I goofed the timing there because I fully switched to two-handing the black knife. Ouch. Last one was just physical though, which was fine. That time I got greedy. That time also. Yep. Well, been a while since we got grabbed. One more try. We definitely got time for one more. Sometimes you just need a hug that kills you. It's true. There's also a distinct possibility, since we're not using Blade of Death as much in this fight, that we ditch one of the blue flasks in favor of the red. Gonna try and play it a little safer here. Okay, that one I thought I was going to be better off a little further out and rolling late, and turns out still not late enough. That one was better. Get buffs in the right order this time. This is my first time using Shabriri's Woe, and it's a trade-off for the amount of extra damage he's dealing, so that could also be a concern. Like, we could go and get Flame Grant Me Strength and not have the damage reduction. Definitely treated that combo better. Wasted a flask there, but let's not dwell on it. Again? Interesting. I think honestly getting hit with the hammer there was the best case scenario. Okay, we don't have enough for Howl of Shabriri. I don't know if I got the buff there or not. Let's find out. Doesn't look like I did. Okay. Rings 1. You come back here, you cowards. Never been this close after it's done Waves of Gold. Oh, I thought I didn't get away in time, but I did. I was immensely worried about that part. The Elden Beast equivalent of Placidus Axe's Dragon Bolt, where it turns off the music for a second. Oh, okay, I think we should be good from that point. Oh, ouch. Okay, and now Waves of Gold, yep. Cool. Now let's actually two-hand the weapon. Hello. Yep, should have been on the horse for that one. Jadzia, thank you for the 3 years. It's taken me 3 years to beat this boss. So I'm glad you've been subscribed for all of that. Genuinely cannot see what it's doing half the time either, so... This should be 3 rings? Oh, it's not. Oh, interesting. Now it's 3 rings. Interesting. It gave us a mix-up. almost got hit by the grab. Oh, come on, we're so close. To the edge of the arena, I mean. Come on. Okay. Give me something I can respond to here. Oh, okay, yep. That I know how to treat. Yes! And I died. Did it matter? Legendfeld? I think we just did it. I think we might have just... Where does it put us? Stone frickin' platform, my friends. Ah. How appropriate for the Blade of Death that it took me down with it, but still we are victorious. All of the suspense pays off. How did that happen? Does it ever say stone platform? Like, I feel like you have to somehow die here and respawn for that to happen. Like, I've never seen it do that before. Stone platform. Oh my days. Right, well, let's take the hood off so that Ezio Auditore can become the Elden Lord. Oh, what the heck? The suspense was killing me, dude, but so was the Elden Beast, so I'm so glad we've actually done it. And now we can work on building Zoolander for the next couple of playthroughs. Because next up is Black Steel Great Hammer from the DLC, and then Black Steel Twin Blade, also from the DLC. Look at this beautiful man. Now everyone can permanently die except me. Something like that. The details are a little fuzzy. Fallen Leaves tell a story?
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Hell yeah. If I got stuck as a statue, what pose would I rather have?
Tarnished
Dabbing.
became Elden Lord.
Italian cold steel man.
In our home, across the fog,
Stefano, an Italian
the
man.
lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall
There he is.
an age of fracture.
A lord on the throne. We could have spent a bit more time making him look like Ezio, but I did not care that much. Okay. That, my friends, was a challenge. But our first dagger playthrough is done. We will not begin Journey 2. Thank you very much. Next up, Black Steel Great Hammer, a weapon I expect I will enjoy a little bit more. But honestly, the Black Knife was a pretty decent introduction to daggers. Got its plus 10, Finger Seal helped a little bit, and we did, of course, have the Black Knife Hood as part of the equation. I do think removing the extra damage we were getting from the Holy Scorpion Charm was a smart move. Who knows if this ever helped? But we did alright. And of course having the incantations we had was pretty helpful. Ezio Auditore, level 135. Managed to get to 50 Vigor after beating Elden Beast. But yeah, I think that's a successful little playthrough. Mature Bandit. And in terms of playtime, total 640. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad overall. But folks, that's where we're going to wrap up for today. Thank you so much for joining me for a little bit longer of an Elden Ring stream to make up for the fact that Minecraft was a little shorter. And we're going to raid somebody here on Twitch. I'll be back on Thursday to play some more Elden Ring at you, and I hope you'll all join me for that. In the meantime, since we had a bunch of people talking about Stardew Valley earlier, we're going to go raid Apothic Decay, who is 89% towards perfection on their very cheesy farm. So we'll go say hi to Apothic. You can use your pixel type emotes in the hashtag pixelraid to show some love. Looks like they're currently in the mines, probably searching for monsters to fill that monster hunting goal or something. So I will drop you off there. Go say hi from me. I'll be back on Thursday with more Minecraft and Elden Ring. Until then, take care. Have a good one. Bye for now.